A typical session for me is going through a series of workouts, 2 different series of workouts multiple times, and for me personally, I don't want to divert off script, but it's almost like a therapy session and a workout session in one, where your trainer really becomes your friend, and you don't have to just sit there and work out. You can talk to them, and you can ask them questions about your workout or your personal life or anything else. So a session for me really is multiple things in one, and I get a lot out of it, both mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Yeah, so a typical training session usually starts out for me with like a couple minutes of warming up with like a jump rope or something else that's really hard and not pleasant, and then we go into either an arm circuit, repeating that 2 or 3 times, and then it'll go into a leg circuit 2 or 3 times, and then ending with about, crunches or something, and then cooling down with a stretch. To describe a typical training session, I would say that is actually very hard to do, because it varies based on the trainer and also on what the trainer has planned for me that day, which is actually one of the things that I love about working out with a trainer, is that I never really know what I'm gonna get. But I will say that it's probably the hardest workout every single time that I ever do.
You gonna go first?
So a typical session at IronPlate, it's different every time, but there's normally some cardio, some circuits, some burpees, depending on how vindictive Caitlin or Kristen is being. I don't know, it's typical.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's a mixture of weights, body weight, dumbbells, do cardio, we do interesting, really interesting things that I don't think we knew about before, but now we do.
Kind of the slidey things.
Yeah, we have fun names for them that probably aren't the actual names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to describe one of the typical sessions that I have, and we either usually work on either my upper body or my lower body in one particular session. We'll do a little bit of work with the weights, we'll do a little bit of core workout, and we'll do a little bit of cardio workout. So we tend to cover all bases.
First there's warm-ups, and depending on the day, I'll do some strength sets with my trainer. Then we'll put in some more Metcon sets to kind of burn fat, get my cardio up, and then we'll usually end with a finisher, which is kind of more Metcon and strength, and basically anything I have left in the tank.
For a typical training session, my spouse and I will email Kristen that day or maybe the day before and say, hey, we'd like to work on this or that. And that, I think, gives Kristen an opportunity as a trainer to think about, okay, oh, here's a challenge, here's what we're gonna do. So we work hard because we're focusing on building muscle and burning fat. So every training session, we're usually kind of warmed up when we come in, so we really will get right into classic weightlifting stuff. So we're benching, we're squatting, we're deadlifting. Kristen will then mix it up too, so that we're both doing something at the same time, switching off, and usually working a similar muscle group but doing different exercises there. So you definitely feel the burn, and you definitely feel like you're actually working and making progress, and we've definitely seen results.
So a typical session at IronPlate usually begins with some sort of warm-up and stretch, and then we'll do various workouts to target different muscle groups. So we'll focus on like biceps, or like upper body. We'll do chest and back and upper body, or we'll do lower body, and it will change from session to session, so that you're getting a balanced workout each week.